Everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the reading for the earth sign Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are a cross watcher here too, you're welcome. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot this morning and we'll get pretty much straight into your reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can book via my website at www.theaussiegoddess.com. Really easy. There's a calendar. Just make sure you check your time zone to make sure it fits in. All right, let's get going on your reading, Taurus. Okay, now stubbornness is something I always equate to a Taurus anyway. Two Taurus children. This is the Seven of Wands, and it is a card that says either you are being stubborn about something or at the very least standing your ground. Sometimes we need to do that as a matter of fact or a matter of choice, you know, where we know we're right on something and we don't want to back down. Other times we can be stubborn unnecessarily. So that means we can be stubborn and not listen to somebody else's point of view, or be stubborn because we're not open-minded about something. Either way, there's the energy of sort of one hand standing up for yourself, but on the other hand, maybe it's sort of an energy of looking at things from a different perspective. I feel that you've got conflict with somebody here. So for me, this is the energy of internal conflict as well as external. So it can mean you're bickering with people, or you have somebody that you cannot see eye to eye with. And I feel like you're standing firm on that. But I question whether this is a time for standing firm or whether it's a time to just walk away and let it go, especially with this energy here, because I feel like it's causing you a lot of let it go, internal conflict. Right. So there's something you're holding on to. Now, it could be that you're holding on to an idea or a belief. Say, for example, in your family, something's happened in your family and you're standing up for what you think is right. Sometimes I feel like you're better off just letting go, moving away, and sort of attending to yourself. This says to me that you're holding on to something too tightly and it's blocking you. So it's creating energy within you, especially with that Five of Wands. Like this energy here is energy that's unnecessary, I want to say. So maybe you're standing up for something that you're not going to win at. Maybe it's time for you to realize that standing up for something is not really serving your purpose. Maybe it's creating more problems and strife for you than you really need to manage. But something says to me, look, you have got this energy here of feeling like you're not winning at something. And it's almost like you keep trying, you keep pushing, you keep attempting to win at something, when in reality your whole world would be so much easier if you just let go. And sometimes we do that. Sometimes we do that, you know, especially with family. We always feel we've got to stick up for ourselves. But why? Why do we need their validation? Why do we need them to see us as being right? It's something that they've ingrained in us. So whatever this is for you, it's actually bringing you down and it's pulling back your own abundance. So for me, this is sort of like you're holding yourself back from something beautiful here. I felt like there was some sort of choice coming here. I feel like here, yeah. Okay, so whatever this is for you, Taurus, whatever you're being holding fast on, if this is a relationship, if it is a situation with your family, if it's a job, somehow or another, you need to let go. It's creating an energy block within you and it's making you sad, somewhat miserable. You may be feeling a bit victim inclined because you've got that Five of Pentacles. You may be getting into the energy of poor me. I feel that what you need to do is let it go, because ultimately you are blocking your energy and not allowing yourself to move into the next phase. All right, let's see where we're going with this. Oh, look at this. So this says to me that you could be dealing with a Pisces or Cancer here. You have almost contained your emotion. You are maybe not expressing yourself in a way that's healthy for you. Maybe you're acting in a way that you feel you need to act but it's hurting you. It's hurting you at a deep level here. There is emotion here that you're not expressing and you're not sort of dealing with or sharing with someone. And sometimes we can do this because we don't want to create a mess. We don't want to cause ruffles. We don't want to hurt someone's feelings. And yet here they are hurting us over and over again, but we sit back and go, but we don't want to hurt their feelings. And that is a recipe for disaster. That is in effect codependency, because what you're saying is your feelings are more important than mine, and this is creating some sort of emotional block within you that you need to express. And look at the anxiety. I see this in people, and I recognize what I have done with myself at times. You know, this whole idea of, you know, I can't do that because, you know, how would they feel about it? How would it hurt them? And when you're empathic, you tend to consider other people's feelings before your own. And that's where trauma response comes in. This isn't a normal reaction. What you're feeling here is not right. What you need to be doing is what's right for you. Worrying about other people all the time is not a healthy way to be. Now, I can understand it if you're dealing with somebody who's really aged, or you're dealing with a child, or you're dealing with somebody who has a disability and cannot understand something as well as you can. But at the end of the day, you still need to find some way to tell them or to express to them so that you're not carrying it around like this. Because this is quite painful, especially with the moon card there as well. It's like you're holding back all your emotions and all your maybe anger or disappointment or whatever else. You've got a very heavy reading here. So I feel like here with the Two of Wands, you may be choosing to speak up and move forward. For some of you, it's definitely a choice. And it could be about a personal relationship. Maybe you're dealing with someone where you never feel that you can speak up and say something. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's treating you quite cruelly, but you're still scared of hurting their feelings, or still scared of disrupting something. Maybe you're scared of conflict. You know, that's part of it all, isn't it? You know, being scared that if you speak up, it's going to create some sort of energy where you are going to find yourself in an argument or a fight. So rather than do that, you put all the pain into yourself, which is a crazy thing to do. All right, so with the Hierophant here, for some of you, this could definitely be some sort of, oh, okay, that looks really interesting. I feel like for some of you here, it may be a father figure. For others of you, it could be a husband or a partner. And the other thing I'm getting really strongly through here is there may be family fights about inheritance. So whatever this is, it's almost like you're fighting for what is right for you rather than losing out. In which case, maybe on some level that's okay. But are you doing it in a way that serves you? Let's just keep going here. All right, so I have the Empress coming through with the Eight of Wands. There we go, Three of Swords. All right, I may have to put some cards on this. I feel like for some of you here, this is definitely about you learning how to, I don't really want to say put yourself first, but consider yourself in a situation. If this is about a relationship, I feel like it's going to create pain, but it's no less or more than the pain that was being created by not speaking up. There's communication problems here between two people. And it's almost like you are holding back from speaking your truth, you know, because you're worried more about how the other person's going to respond rather than looking after yourself. And all I feel is this internal conflict because you can't speak up for yourself when you need to. All right, so I see you stubbornly holding on to something here. There's conflict within you and outside of you. And you're holding on to the pain, which is sort of putting you in this Five of Pentacles energy. I feel like for some of you, this may be over money or resources. For others of you, this can be somebody who's perhaps not treating you well, and perhaps somehow or another you feel like you can't speak up and say something. And it's putting a lot of stress on you here. It's really heartbreaking, the energy that's coming through. Maybe you don't want to speak up because it's your mother or your father, in which case it's really important that you learn to speak up and say something in a way that's you're not going to walk away with it. If it's family, I can sort of get that, because no matter what you say or do, sometimes your family just aren't going to listen to you regardless. So maybe it's something then you need to work with. Because I feel like here with this Three of Swords, it's creating a lot of energy. You're struggling to find some sort of balance here. Oh, straight out of the deck again. Wow. So there is a lot of conflict for you here. And the Tower. Wow, what a heavy reading we've got. Okay, that's a good sign. All right. Because I feel like even though you are going to do something here, you can't manage this conflict. Something has to be done. And it is bringing some sense of balance here. But I don't feel it's bringing balance to that relationship or that situation. I feel it's bringing balance to you, because you're like bursting that balloon for yourself. You know, you're letting go of all that energy, that emotion, that hot air that you've been holding on to. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like that you're going to change things around and bring a sense of stability here. For some of you, this may be a mother figure coming through. It could be a partner too, but or you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. A lot of Taurus energy coming through here. A lot of Libra energy, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Gemini. So if you're dealing with any of those people, I would say to you, you need to find some way to express yourself. You need to find some way to help you let go of the emotion that you're holding back here, which is creating a block for you. Oops, and there it is. You and your loved ones are safe. So this is quite interesting. That's new moon in Cancer. I sort of like that energy in a way, because perhaps it's just saying to you, you know, that you are safe to speak up and say what you need to say. Maybe there's a fear here of being honest with people. There's a new start coming in your private life. Who knows? This might take you to the next level in a relationship. It may help this relationship by you speaking up, or this situation. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, which feels much more here, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. Like, I feel like sometimes when you start learning how to speak out or to speak up, it can be life-changing. It's frightening to do it the first time. It's really scary to do it the second time. But once you've done it a few times, it becomes absolutely commonplace, normal stuff for you. So it says here, it says let someone get a bit closer to you. So maybe in speaking up about something that's troubling you, it may give an opportunity for your relationship to move to a new level. A new cycle is starting for you. It's time to renew your goals. Meditation may help you banish your insecurities. I do feel that meditation is really good. So if you're doing that, you can get some really good meditations on YouTube around, you know, self-esteem, confidence, those sort of things. It says that because that card that come out, the moon, actually represents the sign of Cancer as well. And the Cancer is represented by the moon. So it could be here that this is going to help you shift emotion. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, probably even more important for you to try and shift that emotion. And again, it may bring around a happy ending for you. All right, Taurus, I will leave you with that, and I will see you in the new year. Thank you.